Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, Holla. Bring it back. We're live out of New York. Been a little bit, but we got episode 3. We're making moves, okay? We're making moves, man, okay? Okay? I'm trying my best. That's why I wanted to be accountable, and what better way to be accountable than record in the middle of a trip. I'll just say a trip that is not for personal pleasure. So I'm like, you know what I mean? Let's do it. If you're watching so far, this is number 4. So, yeah, bud. We're going to try to do our best. If you're watching this far, let's get it going. I can't wait to start full on. I've just been, since the last time I recorded, things were good. Was active, but did some dumb things that go on, you know what I mean? Yeah, I forgot I got Jamaican thing I go on. Talk for me and I'll blow. No, not going there. But still made it active. I did something stupid where I rolled on one of those mats. You know, you roll out muscle, your thighs, your back. Some people roll all kinds of different muscle. It's like this little cylinder thing that you go to the stretching area and do. And I'm a fool. I went and did that in the middle of the night when my body's cold, because I just had this like kink kind of thing that I wanted to take care of. So I'm like, let me go to the bedroom. Started rolling around like a dummy. I went full on, as if I've been jogging for an hour, as if there's blood flow all over my body. I just went, got all the bad spot. I just felt it. It felt so tight too. I'm like, you're such a dummy. You should probably stop this right now. But sometimes we just keep proceeding to do the very foolish of things. And surely enough, thought it felt good at that moment. Woke up the next day. I was laid out, son. It was terrible. Until now, I got effects. Jeez. My back is hella tight, but alhamdulillah, it's been good. And we're just moving on. And, yeah, thanks to the love of Integrate Physio Med, I'm telling you this right now. If you have any kind of physical problems, I don't believe in chiropractors. I think they're a bunch of, God forgive me. That's what I thought about their field. But there are some who are real to the game, son. All kind of team. And if I say something, I'm recommending the best. And genuinely speaking, you go through a lot of chiro, and it's true. The rumor is true. It's like an assembly line. Let me see how fast I can get you here in the room so I can take, you know, there's a practice, there's a protocol to things. And when you go see the person who you're like, okay, you know, even if you don't agree 100% with the treatment plan, you're still like, you're real. And they're real. Go see them. I don't want to mention names now, but maybe soon in the future for sure. Anywho, I'm in New York. Within the last time I shot and the amount of time that passed because my back was broken, I still managed to get a little bit of activity, like I said. And I've been getting it here too. I've just been here for like 4 days. And I'll show you guys what's going on, a little bit of back peek. So if you're just listening to my voice right now, it's kind of funny because it is an interesting of things. I never liked coming to this place, but apparently I'm here. And it'll take me a little bit to start kind of opening up right away and going Braham and all of that, but I'll take it one step at a time. I don't want to overwhelm you guys too much, but my experience for this place was terrible before. We'll get into it into the future. This is about working out and getting fit. It's not about life or whatnot. You know, God forgive me. You know, no offense to anybody, but this is what I'm doing. This is what you're watching this channel for. And the entertainment grows as we grow, I guess. But, yeah, New York's experience was terrible. But this time, I don't know. SubhanAllah, the way God just made this one, I'm kind of almost enjoying myself. Alhamdulillah. Anywho, look at the view, right flip. See where I be doing things like one. And 4 days here, and I've worked out 3 so far. Not bad, right? So that's why I said Samsung's going to be alone. It's a great time to record. And if you watched this far, congratulations. You've put up with an attention span that got you. For now, it's so funny. Just I got sound effects, son, just to try to spice things up a little bit, at least for now, as we find our flow. But so Ramadan is coming up, and I think I just want to go straight into what we're trying to do right now. Again, this is hopefully going through a journey of transforming, getting fit, losing some weight, and most importantly too, what you don't see a lot on YouTube, straightforward internal health, how to actually be healthy. There's not too many guys that are telling you how to look good, but at the same time telling you how to be healthy from the inside, because true health is true wealth, and it is a synergy of what's going on the inside of you and what's happening as good as aesthetically on the outside. So I'll get into that a lot by actually showing reports, medical reports, to show how sometimes when you get to that part of your life when you're like, damn, man, I don't really let myself go. If you know how to use the system, and you should, because you're getting taxed up the bomba clock, you know, taxation, bomba clock. For those who understand what I just said, I'm still cursing. I'll get used to the hype. I'm in, Habibi. Apply filter mode, okay? Policy, conservative. Apply, yes. Now I lost my train of thought. But, anywho, completely sideswipe. Yeah, I had the Jamaican Tingiguan. Ramadan's coming up, basically, and it's the perfect time to kick things into gear. Hopefully by then the back is be good. So if you watch this far, this is what we're going to get into. The next 12 weeks is going to basically be a breakdown of every 2 or 3 weeks. I'm going to try to label it as, you know, whenever I post them videos, I'm going to post them in terms of maybe a different setting than this, where it's kind of like a vlog, you know, like that dude from Avatar. You know, when he started taking vlogs in the beginning, it's like, I'm being taken to a place. I don't know what it is. And he's just taking videos, and then meets his avatar. And that's science, right? Observation. And then we come like this, and we shoot, you know what I mean? We shoot the shit, review some of those videos. We'll see what's going on, answer any questions, hopefully along the way, but mostly talk about the things that we've gone through in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, which you have seen as vlogs, right? Numbered in that way, so it's easy to track. Because when the video comes out, you know this is a actual vlog, part of the thing where I have to report every day or two. I don't know what kind of consistency I can maintain, but if I could set things up in a corner, I can just go every time and have the same lighting and same everything, and even make it look like I'm in. Yeah, what's that? Now I'm curious now. I brought up that Avatar movie. The planet they're on is, oh my goodness. But their thing, you know, their deity or whatnot, it's called Iowa. But the planet, some weird space sci-fi name. Anywho, the vlogs, hopefully I'll pump out as much as I can. But those are constant. Where these, you know, the show kind of just shooting it, saying, playing around a little bit, reviewing the videos, will kind of be looking from the outside, plus talking about anything random. Really, at this point. So the breakdown of the next little, there's only a couple of days between now and Ramadan, maybe 3-4 days, and I feel heavy bloated for some reason. As soon as Ramadan starts, perfect time to start a detox. this happens naturally. It's part of the process for those who fast. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Allah taqabbal minni wa minkum inshallah. I'll try to maintain the Arabic for now up until the flow comes comfortably of when it comes out, right? But it's a perfect time to start a detox. Basically, what are you looking at for those? If you know what I mean? If Ramadan is not Ramadan to you, you're like, oh my God, what's Ramadan? You know, try your best. But for the brothers and sisters, huge advantage. So for me, that's what I'm doing. So obviously I have to mention exactly what I'm going. A little bit of some of the significance, if anything surrounds it. Culturally, I'll talk about it for sure. And for me, the fasting is a perfect thing. And what it does is, there's no such thing as a detox. SubhanAllah, that happens naturally in your body. All you have to do is have the right conditions for it. And fasting is the best type of science that helps you kill free radicals, make a bunch of repairs in your system, and absolutely put your entire body into a state that's constantly repairing itself and reducing inflammation and going around and fixing any problems it sees cellularly and all kind of levels. The whole point of it is to get your liver to basically go in shed mode. And that's what you try to do in a true, where are we at right now? A true detox. That's what you do. There's a way that I like to do it. I didn't have to do it, man. I couldn't because the way it was basically structured my calendar, it couldn't happen. But I would love to do it. And here it is. I'll just spit it out right quick. Maybe talk about it separately in a different video. But you do an entire week where you do shakes only. Okay? You pick the best type of dairy milk that you can get. Subjective. You know what I mean? What you consider to be most organic. You want it to have a little bit of fat, so it's not something that's too skimmed. And you're doing shakes all day, like 3-4 shakes a day. Or 3-4 shakes. Drinking lots of water. Nothing flavored, nothing goes in your mouth except a shake 4 times a day. Some green tea in between. What you would like to throw in there is 3 times a day. Honey, garlic, and lemon. You mix that up in a little thing. You take it, again, 3 times a day on an empty stomach. That's right. Usually you start your day, you stand up, get a good stretch, you sit down properly. Whenever you start to want to activate your metabolism, you take a small drink of water. Then after that, a couple minutes later, you go to the kitchen and you take your little jar that you just mixed up of honey, lemon, and garlic, and you take yourself a nice tablespoon, you know, not too huge, just like a tablespoon. You grab a little bit of that on an empty stomach 3 times a day. Shakes 4 times. And when you get at nighttime, so you could do it for 5 also. 6 is good, but I mean 7 is preferable, but you can get away with, for 5 you get great results. And at night, the last thing that you have is a huge salad. Salad that's really green, really fibrous. There's a selection of what you want in there. Spinach and a few other greens that are very good for you. And that's all you have. The first 3 days will be like, ouch. Wow. Especially if you're living the modern day lifestyle. Every day you have to have your cup of coffee. Every day you have to have all that kind of sugary drinks in the morning, whether it's, you know, everybody has it. There's different ways. There's those that are drinking the hot coffee. There are those that are drinking the frozen coffee, the iced cappuccino mixes, and all kinds of variety that exist. And some of us really can't get through our days without it. So part of this channel too is being real with yourself, son. So the 3 days are going to be very difficult because your body's getting rid of these dependents that you have. You know, and for others, all kinds of dependence your body can get hooked on, you know what I mean? So, mostly for most people, it's the sugar and it's the caffeine. That's the most average and the most common as well. And what you're going to realize is that the first sufferation of the 2-3 days, what's after them is amazing. because in those 3 days, your liver is getting rid of all the sugar. It's your body's not seeing it come in. That's where the headaches come in and all those type of, you know what I mean, really bad vibes. And then after, once your body realizes that this is not coming in and you're fasting and you're reducing what's going through, especially all of this processed food, all this garbage that we got going on that we eat on a daily basis, then your liver starts to kick into this mode that's like, okay, not only are we going to regulate the way your sugar is, but I'm going to start to go and tell different parts of the body to get rid of, toxins. And it feels great, especially the reduction of your body's dependency on sugar, on caffeine. It starts like that amazingly. And for the next little bit, for those 5-7 days, it's worth a try. You will definitely lose about 1 to 3 pounds. And a lot of the weight you will lose in the beginning is actually very, very seductive, I'll say, because you're like, oh my God, wow, you will look ripped because of all of the water content that your body will be shedding for natural reasons. Before, in the 3-5 days later, it starts to regulate itself, right? And basically get to a state where you're not too bloated, you're not too dried out, you're in the middle, and you realize that actually looks great. When you eat low carbs for a number of days, you see the difference, right? So that happens. And you take it for 7 days, it's really great. Then after the 7 days is what's the most important thing. After you've gotten your body's dependency, gotten rid of its dependency on these bad things, then it's maintaining that. So now you're not having simple sugars like white rice, white bread, the cheap kind of stuff, Wonder Bread, all of this garbage. But you're actually having whole grains. And whole grains is actually good for you. As long as things is not, too high. Fiber, I don't know what that is. In this channel, I don't go to science. And the study of the Harvard went through and taken some eye samples and made it look like, and if you look at here, it says that the 1.2 protein uptake was achieved. Like, you're on the internet, Habibi. Go figure it out for yourself. I'm speaking from a general, like IT people say, high level, all right? We want to put network over there, high level. Now get the work done. That's funny. If I got $1 for how many times I heard that in the last 4 days. Oh my goodness. Hint, hint. Yeah. So high level, that's what's happening in your body. And high level is very good for you. On a high level, the most important thing is what happens after those 7 days. So again, you're not eating regular spaghetti. You're eating whole what is it called? Kamut spaghetti, for example. If you like spaghetti, you get kamut grain. You get quinoa. You get all type. White rice is the worst because it's the shell of the actual grain that contains all the antioxidants and the things that is good for you. And so it's stripped of these very, very beneficial compounds that God has created for the benefit of our body. And you maintain that, then that's when the perfect time when the diet kicks in. That's when you go into like, yo, I'm doing this now. And you're thinking to yourself and you're saying to yourself, I can't take my foot off the gas. It feels good. Mentally, I'm good. Physically, I'm good. I feel great. Yeah, I get tempted to do the dumb things, but I have enough discipline to tell myself that it's better I don't. It's for the greater good. You know what I mean? There's that zone that you just want to get into. Some friends of mine that might be watching this, they got it recently. They're doing their things. Good. Congratulations for them. We're happy. They know, you know what I mean? Those who know. And hopefully you all get to know it's a nice zone and it's where you're meant to be. Male or female, to be honest with you. Being healthy is just something that you try. There's no such thing as that. In my opinion, where things has gone, to be obsessive like crazy, you guys have to understand all these people that you see that are on social media and whatnot, especially the ones that are really ripped, really lean, into bodybuilding, into figure shows, into magazines. That's not a physique and a lifestyle that you maintain naturally. People don't look like that naturally waking up in the morning. You know what I mean? And I can say because I've been there, not in the sense like, oh, look at me or whatnot, but when I go through into what these people go through, because that's the whole thing that I want to achieve with this channel, is 107% transparency. You see what I mean? There's very little, there's a couple people on YouTube that be talking and saying, oh I like that Derek guy, right? He's one of them, right? But not throwing shots or nothing like that, but there needs to be that, you know what I mean? Feel like sometimes Buddy is a little too, I know, if you just stick there for some, it's like, it's bro science that's validated. Good for him. He made it. I'm not hating on him or nothing. I was like, relax, buddy. You're on your 3rd episode and you're throwing shots. No, that's not what I mean. I mean, it's not, let's just say, yeah, good for him. Holla, respect. But, yeah, not taking it there now. But,